Hey guys, hey everyone. I hope you're doing very, very well. As you can see, my outfit, I just left a festival. And the creation of this outfit, of course, being a creative, if you are creative, this video is for you. We are going to be talking about being in competition for others and just the energy behind being competitive. I did some research for this video. Hey guys, if you like what I have on today, you know. I made it. My crochet brand in business shine through. I also crocheted and knitted these pants. Let me know if you guys want me to sell these tops. They are so cute, comfortable, flexible, breathable, all that. Let me show y'all the back real quick. She's giving peckless. The other day, I will link the guy's video down below, but he was basically talking about a day in the life videos from different YouTubers that have been making day in the life kind of videos and how the niche is very much oversaturated, yet there are some rising stars. Shout out to Kelly Stamps. He was talking about Emma Chamberlain and then some other streamer guy. A comment that the streamer guy made in his video, he said how if you want, and he had a lot of millions of streamers, whatever. He said, if you want to be like me, you have to be better than me. If you want to do things like me, then you have to do it better than me. So I literally paused the video. I said, okay, but what are you doing? If Kelly Stamp said, if you want to do this better than me, then you have to be better than me or whatever, I'd be like, what are you doing? You are being yourself. You are being yourself. This is your content that you love to create. This is uniquely coming out of you, and people like that because it's you. I cannot see Rihanna being a better Beyonce because she's going to be a better Rihanna. No, Rihanna's going to be Rihanna. You know, Beyonce's going to be Beyonce. She's not J-Lo. She's Beyonce. And that's the part where this competitive energy will not be able to stand, because the three biggest stars I just mentioned, J-Lo, Rihanna, Beyonce, I don't see them competing with each other. I don't see them doing that. I see them staying in their own lane. And if you're a fan, you have the freedom to like all of them. Being a star, I believe that they obviously know that. So why this comment? And a lot of people were eating this comment up. You have to be a better me than me. How can I do that if I'm not you? First off, competition energy. Being in competition is for losers. I'm sorry. I'm so freaking sorry. I grew up being in gymnastics, being competitive or whatever, and I hated it because nobody was friends with anybody. We all were fighting for the same thing. I just watched a Gigi McGuire interview, and she was talking about how being a stripper, all of them are fighting for the same dollar. All of them are dancing for the same dollar. Nobody's really your friend unless you do have a good friend, which is hard to come by. But being in gymnastics, we're all going for that number one on the stand. Somebody I used to be friends with, she said that her mother, and this was in track, she would say to her, coming in second place means that you were the first one to lose. Toxic. That stuck with her like crazy, like nuts. And she would, of course, behave in very toxic ways due to coming in second whenever she did come in second. And sometimes her mom would leave the meet. You know, it was just ugly. And we were in high school when I heard the quote, freshman year, I heard the quote. And it scared the crap out of me because dang, being in gymnastics, just to take you guys how I stopped giving a F about competition. It made people so weird because I would develop some great relationships with some of the gymnasts on the team. And then the very next day, either their parents saw them having too much fun or something like that. They stopped talking. They're in a whole new mode mindset. And I'm like, man, I'm just trying to have fun or whatever. Yet I was very good at it, but I never got so wrapped up if I didn't get a 9. If I had a 7, cool. If my coach is mad, don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and eat my snack and put my furry Crocs right back on because I'm cold. As a kid, I was just like, dang, how people's emotions would get so wrapped up in not winning. I just loved being there. I just loved being in the stadium. I loved being able to, when it was my turn, and then I loved when it wasn't my turn because I got to eat some snacks and stuff. I just enjoyed the experience. As I got older, they're like, no, we have judges, like real judges who are connected to certain places that can get you into certain places. And we need you to give a crap about competition. That's the moment I literally broke my arm and had to stop. I just hated the pressure that came with it. It's really the pressure. And that's what made me not care anymore, because I love the saying how people say when you're being a good teammate or a good mate about the game, even though you lost, you're still happy for others, or you still have a good spirit about it. And that's something that I feel like a lot more people need to get into. Even myself, if I feel like I lost or if I feel like I'm behind or anything like that, that mindset in competition is it's meant for one person to be uplifted and then put on the chopping block again. Like it doesn't stop. And then for the other person to just tumble downhill or stop pursuing. When it comes to the creative field, definitely competition can inhibit your creativity. One YouTuber by the name of Leigh, she is an illustrator. I binge watched like all her videos. She was saying how it took her like over 10 years. She always dropped out of art school. Whenever she went back, she dropped out. This is me saying this. That was because her spirit wanted her to develop and create in her own kind of way at its own pace. By saying that, I didn't even know this was going to morph out of me. This is just the way that everything styled and flowed and went. And she could see her different seasons throughout her creativity. And the thing was, she was not competing with others. She was not putting her work against Van Gogh and being like, what can I do to be better than him? Heck no, you cannot be better than anyone else. All you can do is be yourself. Maybe bolder, but then it also depends on the viewer's eyes. Being a creative, you have to understand that when you're putting yourself out there for the public to either love it or say, I'll pass, thank you, next, the public is so many people. Like, we cannot get caught up in exactly whoever it is that you is in alignment, period. Today, as I wore my beautiful outfit, I attracted so many different people. Of course, I got a nice handful of them to follow my business account, Shine Through. Follow me on Instagram and visit my website. I had a handful, just compliments, and that was it. And then this one in particular lady who was being very weird. I think she was mad drunk. She's like, do you have a business card? I said, no, not yet. And she laughed in my face. Dead ass walked away. I was like, okay, it depends on the viewer, and please, creatives, do not get caught up. Don't get caught up. Just my tribe will find me. Just how I'm doing this right now, this YouTube, my tribe will find me. You guys know who you are. What sets you apart from being others? How can you say to hell with competition energy? What can you do? Honestly, ask yourself, what is the greatest thing about me that I can continue to deep dive and explore into? 2 examples just for myself, if you guys could see. I love to crochet and I love to deep dive into these topics and pull apart the mind, try all these different things and stuff. However, both comes with 2 different learning curves. And that's how you get to dive into more of what makes you you. As far as speaking, I have to make sure I'm fact checking. I have to make sure that my spirit is clear. I have to make sure that I'm neutral, or that if it is rooted in my own opinion, I'm making that clear, because people listen to you. Somebody's words can either make you or ruin you. That's a big responsibility, especially on this kind of platform. And then with crocheting, you have to continue to do it, continue to get better at your craft, continue to want to see it for yourself. All this vision. I did not scroll. I don't see this on Pinterest. I have not. All I learned was how to make this. Granny squares, really. Had to do it myself, because all the patterns that I followed were garbage. Maybe I wasn't following the patterns right. I don't know. But once you learn how to increase and go around, increase and go, then you have to, apply what you've learned and not continue to follow somebody's instructions, because not all the time people write it the right way, or something's wrong, or I skipped a line. Either way, continue working on your craft. That is exactly how you will be able to tap into what makes you and sets you apart, different from others. Continue to be, my mom says, hungry. I say yearn. Continue to yearn, to want to expand. Continue to want to learn more, to flush your eyes. I really, really, really say flush your eyes when it comes to anybody who's designing and stuff, because even with YouTube as well too, because if you're creative, then you understand the flow of creativity and how you're able to receive different ideas just just being in the state of alpha, or whatever it's called, inspired. It just comes in and you're like, oh my God, that's it. Get it on paper, write it down, speak it into your voice memo, whatever it is. And it just feels so good. So I say flush your eyes, because you don't always have to be scrolling in order to get some inspiration. Let me tell you how much and how hard that can eat away at your creative energy, because it's something that has already been done. It is something that has already been done. And that is another thing with competition. You're comparing yourself to somebody, to the past. That is it. You are comparing yourself to the past of what somebody has already done, or to what somebody has already accomplished. You're comparing yourself. And when you're doing that, you're inhibiting where you're going because you're looking back. How can you move forward and you're constantly looking back? It's so unfair because innately as humans want to figure out things and we want to learn, how can I be better at this? Or how can it, like, we want to solve stuff. And then once you see somebody with big accomplishments, you can think to yourself, how did they get that? Trying to connect all these dots. Connect them all you want. It doesn't matter. It's the past. It already happened. You're slowing yourself down, being caught up in somebody's progress. If you want to progress yourself, then you got to log off, check in. It's one thing to feel like you missed your mark. I have felt this way probably over 15 times. And I'm just now coming to my mark. Like even right now, me making this video, I'm clocking right. I'm doing it. You feel like you missed your mark because you let yourself go on too long without pursuing or without going after or completing whatever it is. And then you watch time go on. It's like a bookmark. Whatever it is that you wanted to pursue or it's always been a thought, it's like a bookmark in time. And then you watch the world just evolve and turn into all these new and different things, which can also inhibit like your creative energy. What competition births inside of you? Competition energy is a breeding ground for jealousy, envy, hatred, and regret, because only one can win. Only one can win. Let's talk about God. We were all created in God's image and we all have a individual purpose that is all curated by God himself. So why on earth would I try to step on your toes just to be the one to who? Now, when you are in those phases of a competition and stuff, what I have been taught recently and lately is to understand and know my time is coming. My time is coming. It may not be right now, it may not be tomorrow, but my time is coming. And me just being in this experience is bringing me closer to wherever it is I'm trying to go, to wherever it is that God is leading me to. Like I've turned your L's into lessons, really. I never look at a loss as a loss, like you're beating down on yourself kind of loss. If it is written for me to not have that thing or to win that thing or to be chosen for that thing, then there's something else out there for me. There's a different path out there for me, God. And that is something that I had to learn, to follow the path, to follow the guidance of the Most High. Because you don't want to be reliving someone else's life, career, doing everything that they're doing, or trying to do everything that they're doing because it just won't look good on you. You won't feel as enamored as them. Being envious is you wishing that you were that person, but you know you can't be that person, so you just hate in secret. But it's really a hatred on yourself. You wish your circumstances were different, but they're not. You bash yourself for not having what it is that person has, or for not growing like that person has, or for being who you are. You're envious of others because you don't like who you are. And it sucks. Okay, it sucks. That's self-love. That's a self-love conversation. And then jealousy. We can talk about the word jealousy. I believe that competition is a breeding ground for jealousy, because then people just won't want good for you. If you're always winning, please believe there will be leeches or there will be scorpions right around the corner, because they're not going to want to keep seeing you win and keep seeing you do your thing. They want blood. They want to feel satisfied. The intent to want your loss, to witness your loss, whatever that is, money, life, reputation, that is jealousy, and it's toxic. Please understand, and please never compare your creativity to others, and always remember your time will come. Your time is written for you. Your time will always come. It will. And please believe that, of course. Continue to cultivate. Be open to cultivating your craft. Be continuously open to wanting to learn and wanting to get better. I hope you guys liked this video. This was so much fun to make. And again, if you like my outfit, you can order it on my website. Or let me know if you want it on my website, because I could list it. I just might list this hat. These kinds of hats. I love this hat. But yes, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment down below a star if you made it this far. And I will see you again in my next one. See ya. Bye.